Let's go over how to do the CP3 stool testing kit. First of all, open it up. The paperwork is here. You will need to complete the area that is outlined and highlighted. Also, when you complete the test, it's a 3-day test. On the 3rd day, you will write in the date of the 3rd day on that section that's highlighted. There are collection samples here. So first thing, you will put a plastic bag on your counter in your bathroom. You will collect a stool in the collection tray. Make sure that you don't have any urine or water in here. Just collect one stool, leave it on the counter, complete your bowel movement. Then from each of these containers, which are appropriately labeled day 1, day 2, and day 3, on the first bowel movement, which it doesn't have to be a consecutive day. If you're having trouble having bowel movements, let the doctor know and he'll assist you. But if you miss a day, you just pick up on the next day. Each of these containers is filled with liquid and it has a fill line right here. You will unscrew it and take out, there's a spatula inside. You will collect with the spatula from several different areas of the stool and fill it up until it exceeds the fill line right here. Put your name and birth date on the side and the type of stool bowel movement that there is here. It gives different examples. Seal it well. Put it back into the Ziploc container. Zip it up. There's a moisture barrier in here to use, just so it collects moisture if any leakage occurs. Zip it up tightly and then disperse it about 20 seconds. And then leave it at room temperature in the box. And the next day, repeat. Do next bowel movement, next day. Take another sample and do the same process over again. And then on the 3rd day, there's 2 collection samples in here, but it's still the same bowel movement that you collect from. The stools will then be put into the box and sealed, and then put into a FedEx mailer, and then you can drop it off at a FedEx station, or you can simply call them on the front and they will come and pick it up from you. It is biohazard, so some stations don't take it. Drop boxes definitely do not take it. Typically, we do an H. pylori test also, which just checks for the bacteria that causes ulcers in the stomach. This test can be collected also on the 3rd day if you are performing the CP3 test. So on the 3rd day, there would be a total of 3 vials. Interesting thing about this one is this vial has no liquid in it. So it takes about a half a roll of quarters worth of stool to fill it up. Since it has no liquid that preserves it, there is a freezer bag inside which must be frozen ahead of time. So if you collect this on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday and you have the freezer bag frozen, on that day just throw this in with the freezer bag, and it has its own FedEx mailing pouch. Put the entire box in the mailing pouch and then send it off to FedEx at the same time you're sending off the other one. It has its own paperwork. Again, you complete the areas that are highlighted on the paperwork and included in there. A couple things that need to be handled ahead of time on this stool test. One is if you're taking digestive enzymes or you're taking probiotics, please discontinue those for 4 days before the test. Otherwise, the instructions are inside. It's quite simple to do. And if you have questions, you can call our office.